And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Got a great one lined up. We got a brand new crypto. It's still in the testnet phase. It's a crypto that you can get involved in, and they're going to, I believe it's airdrop or allow you to buy at a special price. Let's get into it. It's a Ripple. It's a Ripple Partners, the partner of Ripple, Standard Chartered Bank. We're going to go over the article first. We're going to look at the evidence, and then we're going to go to the website of this particular crypto. You can't buy it right now. What you can do is sign up with them. Every day, request that they send you 2 cryptos, okay? They're going to send you 2 cryptos to your MetaMask or whatever wallet you got, and then you can go to their website and buy stuff. I mean, this is all a test net. Now, you can't keep any of it. But what you're doing is you're testing for them. And for that, they will reward you. I don't know the exact specifications of the award, but you will be in on a crypto before anybody else. This crypto is a partner indirectly of Standard Chartered Bank. That's a Ripple partner. They've been Ripple partners for since 2016. This bank is massive. I'm going to break it all down to you so you see all the connections. And if you're interested, like I am, every day you have to request. It has to be after 24 hours. So you have to request your 2 tokens, and you can let those build up. And then you go to like their Play Store, and you go in and you just buy some shit with their tokens. All they want you to do is just test it each day, or maybe once a week. You save up and you get 10 tokens or something. And you go in there and you go shopping. Maybe you buy something, whatever it is. Maybe they got some midget porn magazines or something. I have no idea. But for those of you who want an access to something very it's almost free. It's pretty much free. I'm going to show you the history and who's involved. And this is so fucking massive. I'm going to show you who's involved, what they're doing in the Middle East, and then I'm going to show you the website, and then it's free. Go at it. You'll have access to crypto before this hits the streets. It'll probably have like 6, 7, 8 zeros. Wouldn't you want something like that? I don't know how many they're going to give you, like when you go to buy it. I have no idea. I'm hoping you give them $100 and they give you like 20 million of these things. I have no idea. But whatever it is, if this crypto hasn't even hit the scene yet, you might have 8 zeros, and they are going to airdrop you something, or you got to buy a certain amount of them, whatever it is. It's a very interesting project. We're going to get into it. For those of you that don't have any money, then this is exactly what you need to do, because this is about as cheap as it gets. So, Dennis, thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. Best deep dive by far. Thank you, Hulk. So we got Peter Luce. Welcome to the 2024 Crypto Explosion. All righty there. First 5 people to channel. Christoph, XRP Flea, Larry Brotherton, AJ Singh, MK_P. There you go. First 5. My name's Crypto Hulk. I was born that way 55 years ago. Yep. Been called Crypto Hulk since 1970. Everything on the show is a lie. I don't do any kind of deep dive. Everybody's guaranteed to be a billionaire if you watch this show. Don't believe a word I say. Everything on the show is a lie. I stay high 24/7. Snorting cocaine, injecting heroin, eating roofies, snorting methamphetamine, like whatever it is, I just eat it, pop it, inject it, whatever, any kind of drug all the time. That's a disclaimer to the show. Okay, don't buy anything and tell you to buy. Don't sell anything and tell you to sell. All right. Oh, damn. What do we got here? Hold on a minute. Somebody snuck in with a $500. Oh, cirrhosis of the liver. More quantum hash. Oh, nice. Right on, dude. Remember, if you guys, since you're $500 members, You have access to Crypto Hulk. Maybe you want to buy 2 different cryptos. You have access to call me up, whatever. I'm pretty good picking up the phone and shit like that. Very accommodatable. So yeah, right on for that. Arthur L sent 5 Crypto Hulk gift memberships. Steve, wait. We got Jorge Tovar received a gift membership by Arthur L. Little Grass Shack received a gift membership by Arthur L. Crypto Canuck received a gift membership by Arthur L. 2, 3, 4. I got 4 people there. And then Mr. Bogues received a membership by Arthur L. Okay. Let's take a look at where we're going here. Show me what you're working with. Okay, here's the article that started it all. Let's take a look. I want to show you something right here. Here is where you're going to get in on a brand new crypto company that is started by a Ripple partner. This is going to be exciting. You're going to love it. You're getting in at the ground floor. You're in the test net. You're in a fucking test net. You can't get any earlier than that. I've never been in a test net, but I'm soon going to be starting. Standard Chartered. Now, we know that Standard Chartered has been with Ripple since 2016. Let me show some evidence here. You know, it's kind of funny. Way back in 2016, Standard Chartered invested in Ripple. Now, what you're going to do is Standard Chartered is now investing in this little company. We're going to go over here in a minute. There's the evidence right here. What's the title? This is 2016. Standard Chartered completes strategic investment in Ripple. There you go. And I just showed yesterday where 4 years ago, Standard Chartered links up with Ripple and they start some other business in the stock market. So they've been partners all this time. Okay, so now we've already established that fact. Let's go to this article here. Standard Chartered has a venture capital arm, okay? This arm of Standard Chartered hooked up with a crypto company, and it's a baby, and it's going to have a test net, which starts right now, and you can be involved in this, helping start this brand new crypto company. You can't get in any early. I've been trying to find the earlies you can get in. This is it right here. Standard Chartered is a bank investment company, and they have a department that looks for brand new startup companies, and they dump millions in it trying to make it work, okay? Let's read here. Standard Chartered. See, look, crypto is going mainstream right now. The biggest banks in the world, I'm showing you right here, are trying to get in on crypto. Banks are not fintech companies. They're banks. But what banks do is make investments in fintech companies. This is what we got going on. Then I want to show you the genius of this. Then what happens is Standard Chartered is a bank. They don't invent shit. They're a bank. They buy things that they need. If they need to have a certain technology, a bank will buy a company and have them integrate that into their banking system. Banks aren't scientists, just like guys that are concrete, whatever, pumpers. Concrete pumpers are not necessarily bankers. Some, although there might be one, okay? So what's happening here is Standard Chartered is going to the Middle East. The company aims, okay, so Standard Chartered is raising $250 million, and they're raising capital for that because Standard Chartered aims to launch this fund next year with backing from Middle Eastern investors. So Standard Chartered goes to the Middle East, where all the rich Arabs are, and is trying to get $250 million because I'm going to show you what they're going to do here with a little known crypto company you've never heard of, and I'm going to tell you what it is. This is like as early as you can get. Standard Chartered Ventures is planning to raise capital to build $250 million fund that is set to invest in what? Cryptocurrency, everybody. Imagine that. I'm letting you know you're on the right channel for getting in on stuff early. They're having this fund so they can invest in cryptocurrency in the financial services industry. The global bank venture capital arm plans to launch the fund in 2026 with backing from investors in the Middle East. The fund aims to invest globally. Gautam Jain, partner Standard Chartered Ventures, said. Jen said that Standard Chartered is also planning a $100 million fund to invest in Africa. See how this works? I told you, Africa's got to get hooked up or nobody's rich. So they're starting this $100 million fund to go to Africa, and the other one's $250 million to put into the Middle East. Now, that stands for MENA. Middle East, North Africa, MENA. Who's popular in there? It's Ripple. Ripple's the most popular crypto company in MENA. Middle East, North Africa. We got a Ripple partner right here, Standard Chartered. Let's continue. The announcement aligns with a broader wave. A what? A big wave of institutional interest in cryptocurrency. Oh, shit. I'm telling you, it's coming, everybody. Get ready. Get your crypto lawyers, like Crypto Halt's crypto lawyer. Get your custody with Caleb Brown, because I'm telling you, when these guidelines and laws come in, it's like a big old wave, and you're going to get destroyed if you're not protected by the Crypto Halt lawyer and Caleb and Brown. Major banks like JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs have also been expanding their crypto offerings, as seen in JP Morgan's Connexus and Goldman's tokenized money market fund with BNY Mellon. Meanwhile, the fund's Middle Eastern backing signals the region's emergence as a crypto and blockchain hub. In the past few years, the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia have introduced progressive crypto regulations, such as the Dubai Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority. Ripple's a partner of that, by the way. Not a big deal, right? Now, let's look. I can't share this with you because Grok, I pay for the Grok, and it won't let me. I guess if you pay for Grok, you might be able to look at this. Well, here's I'll try to send you the evidence. If you have Grok and you pay the $30, then you can probably read it. All right. Okay, check this out. Here we go. Deep dive time. So I started off this back there. We did a little background on Standard Chartered Ventures. It's called SC Ventures. That's the venture capital. SC Ventures is the innovation, fintech investment, and ventures arm of Standard Chartered Bank, serving as a platform to promote innovation. They want to invest in disruptive financial technologies and explore alternative business models beyond traditional banking. It focuses on high conviction themes, including digital banking, lifestyle trade, supply chains, cryptocurrency, AI. Now, it talks about they're planning to raise $250 million, which we talked about, and then $100 million in Africa, so that's $350 million total. Let's scroll down. There's companies involved with Standard Chartered, like Brera, Swiat. We've read about Swiat before. Zodia Custody's involved. That's Ripple. Zodia Markets, where Standard Chartered sells the crypto. That's Ripple. Algebra, Elwood, Hidden Road. Oh, shit. Hidden Road's mixed up. Didn't Ripple just buy Hidden Road? I think so, didn't they? One Trading's involved. Reown, it's formerly Wallet Connect. Ripple's involved. Oh, man. See where all this is going? Twin Stake and Archpoint Financial. So far, I haven't heard of any other crypto companies involved in this. Let's keep going. Now, they're involved in a lot of projects. I'm not going to read all of them, but it's Appro, Audix, MyZoe, Vault22. Hello, Zoe. I'm going to keep scrolling past this, but these are Thought Machine. I've heard of that one. Now, let me look. Ripple is the only crypto right now involved in this project. Zodia Custody, who are they working with? A company called Tungsten Custody Solutions. They're out of the Middle East. They provide custody. And Zodia Custody is custody itself. So that's Ripple. It's very interesting. You got Emirates NBDs involved with this, along with Circle. Now we got the next crypto company involved, Circle. Zodia Custody deepened its partnership with Circle. So if you own Stellar, bravo, okay? All the Stellar people out there like, woo! So far we got Ripple and Circle involved in the Middle East with Standard Chartered. I'm just kind of cherry picking this. Okay. Zodia Markets, an institutional crypto trading platform, also backed by Standard Chartered, has active collaborations in the Middle East. Here we go. Now we're getting deeper into this. We're getting deeper. Now, here's where it gets very, very interesting. Here is where the secret is right here. There's a company called GEWAN, G1, GEWAN. G1 Holding is one company that's involved. This is we're getting deeper to the name of the crypto company. You've got you got the name of the crypto company, which I'll give you right now. It's IOP Network, okay? IOPN, they call it. IOP Network, IOPN. That's the crypto company that's really tiny, but it needs money and it needs help. So it goes to G1 Holding Company for money. It says, hey, we need some money. GEWAN Holding Company. Now there's another company involved in helping the IOP network. It's called Metalpha, METALPHA. It's called Metalpha Limited. So again, we're going to talk about the crypto today, IOP Network or IOPN. It has two companies right above it that are helping it, like startup kind of get it going. The one company is G1 Holding, and the other one is called Metalpha Limited. Those two are the ones that, imagine this, the IOP network, that's a baby, right? And the dad will be G1 and the wife will be Metalpha, okay? Controlling the little baby. Then on top of that, you got the Standard Chartered with the big freaking money, okay? And then to assist, listen to this, to assist, what cryptos that I just named, Circle and Ripple, are all over this like flies on horse shit, okay? That's what we got going on today with Crypto Hulk. Now, let's dive into the father called G1 Holding. Now, let me make sure my YouTube show is still here and they haven't deleted it. All right, I still see the comment section. You guys are still live. Let's go back into this deep dive here. Here we go. Now, Crypto Hulk, what is G1 Holding? G1 Holding is an Abu Dhabi-based diversified holding company with interests in fintech, blockchain, and digital assets. It has investments and collaborations in the crypto space. It has secured, so G1 Holding has secured a strategic stake in the IOP network. So that means they put in a chunk of money and they own a lot of it. They're telling that baby the dad's telling the baby what to do. A stake in IOPN, which is a sovereign AI and blockchain platform. Listen to this. This company, IOP Network, is already worth $1 billion. Oh, what a way to start, okay? I'm telling you, this project is already doing amazing. That's why I wanted to show you. You are going to get in. You are getting into a project right now that 99% of the world has no freaking clue, okay? I'm reading to you this. This is an opportunity for you to get in. If you want to choose it, great. If not, I don't care. You are able to get into this project, the IOP network. It operates the what? OPN chain. OPN chain. It's a layer 1 blockchain Ethereum virtual machine. Oh, it has high transaction speeds. Retail crypto token. Yes, IOPN has a native retail crypto token called OPN. This token is publicly traded and available for retail on various cryptocurrency exchanges with live price tracking and so forth. You can buy OPN through supported exchanges subject to your location. I have not looked into the token itself. From what I understand, it's not available. I don't know why this is saying that it is. This token is like testnet, so that's doesn't sound to me like correct information. But that's what happens when you deal with AIs and shit. I mean, I got the grok that you pay for, but this token, they're going to send you these test tokens, and then you're going to go into their store to buy and sell cryptos with these tokens. So I don't know what this AI is talking about, but now other there's a joint venture with Metalpha and Zodia Markets. Now the other, so here's the wife. The husband's name was Gewan Holding, Gewan. The wife's name is Metalpha Limited. Now listen to who's connected to this. Metalpha Limited, a Hong Kong-based wealth management firm. Now we know that Hong Kong, Ripple had a partner, some people in Hong Kong and the government from day one. That's where we get Ripple Hong Kong. I'm not going to show you the evidence right now. I've done it already so much. You got Hong Kong is involved in this. That's straight up Chinese, just to let you know. Hong Kong is a separate company, but who controls Hong Kong? China. Okay. So basically the Chinese are in this along with Ripple. And doesn't that make sense? Because I showed you Ripple China, right? Let me turn this ringer off. Ripple China. Nobody else has showed you Ripple China, Ripple Russia, none of that stuff. So now you got the Chinese in the United States mixed up in this project in the Middle East. Very interesting. Let me keep going. This deep dive is very interesting. Let me take a look. You also have a company. Now, Metalpha has something called Amina Bank. That's a Swiss crypto-focused bank. So this is interesting. You got a Hong Kong-based crypto management company. You got a bank from Switzerland hooked up with this Hong Kong company. And then you have this company called Next Gen Digital Venture. Next Gen, all one word. Next Gen Digital Venture. Very interesting. And they gave this project $5 million. Interesting. Now, guess who's all? I'm telling you what. Now, I don't like this crypto. I invested in it once, Dogecoin. I invested in a Dogecoin once, put in 1,000, made $2,000 and pulled it over. Or did I make 1,000? I can't remember. But I flipped Doge. I owned it like 1 or 2 days or 3 days or something, then flipped it, and that was fun. Doge OS is involved in this project. Oh, what, Crypto Hulk? Now, Doge OS is involved in the Metalpha company, the Hong Kong-based one. With Doge operating system, an application layer for the Dogecoin ecosystem to accelerate innovation and promote Dogecoin. Oh, man. Doge OS focuses on building consumer applications on Dogecoin and proposes enhancements like ZK proof verification. Oh, man. Retail crypto, is there a retail token in here? Indirectly through Doge operating system, which promotes and builds on Dogecoin, a decentralized project with the retail crypto token Doge, widely available for purchase. Doge operating system itself does not appear to issue an official native token. Mention of Dojos, which is Doge operating system on Solana or Ethereum, seem to refer to unrelated. So there you go with that. Thought that was interesting. The Doge operating system is involved in this thing. Not saying the crypto itself. It's interesting. I'm telling you what, there's a lot of little secret shit that these tech companies don't want us to know. They want you to think that Doge is a pile of shit and it's fake or it's a meme coin. And, well, okay, if it is, then why is Standard Chartered, Ripple, and Circle all going to be interacting with IOP Network, utilizing G1 and the other company with the Doge operating system? Interesting, huh? Okay. Just thought I'd let you know that. Let's continue. Now we get into the IOPN's OPN token. The OPN token associated with the IOP network is the native currency of the OPN chain, a layer 1 blockchain built using what? Cosmos. It's built using Cosmos. Now, isn't that something? You want to know why that's important? Because look at our next little deep dive article. I'm not going to get into it, but look what we got going on. I'm telling you what, this crypto, the IOP network, I would behoove you to get involved in this coin. Look at copy paste right there. What does this article say? It's called EVMOS, EVMOS. They collaborate with Ripple and Peersys. This is so huge. And enhance the XRP Ledger Ethereum virtual machine sidechain. This is Cosmos right here. EVMOS is Cosmos. Ripple and Peersys will leverage EVM, or Ethereum Virtual Machine OS operating system. It brings access to over 60 Cosmos SDK chains via the Inter-Blockchain Communication Protocol, IBC, powered by EVM OS, the Ripple EVM sidechains as well. EVMOS comes with a host of features and modules centered around the Ethereum virtual machine implementation for what? Cosmos. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk. This just keeps getting deeper. I told you, there is no way this IOPN is not going to succeed. It has to succeed. Look at all the shit that they're putting at. They're throwing at everything. Doge OS, Cosmos, with the Ethereum Peersys and the Ethereum Virtual Machine operating system. This is so fucking massive. Circle's involved. Like, who's not involved that's important in this project? Truly, truly interesting. Let's click out of this. Let me go back here to the... So it's got the Cosmos SDK involved in it as a native layer 1 to Ethereum. It does not have traditional contact address. So the crypto is not going to have a traditional contract address like tokens on smart contract platforms. Instead, the token is integrated directly into the chain's protocol for functions like transaction fees, staking, governance, and enabling features such as digital ID and real-world tokenization. The project is still in development following the August 2025 partnership with G1 Holding, and no major exchanges are currently listing it for trading based on available data. That means this IOPN is not ready, available for retail purchase. Watch for future launches or bridge integrations to other chains. So that's what we're doing today. I'm showing you how to get in on this crypto so you can have access to it, hopefully with 8 zeros in front of it. And then you can be like, thank you, Crypto Hawk, for doing that deep dive. Now, there's something called opinion finance. It's not the same thing as OPN, okay? Please don't buy opinion finance thinking that it's the IOP and that we're talking about here. It's not the same thing. Now, IOPN has a native retail token. It is called OPN, but it's only on the IOPN chain. This isn't confusing at all, is it? I'm not confused whatsoever. Now, let me click out of that. Click out of that one. Now, let's go to the actual, here is the actual page for the cryptocurrency. Let me show you. Here is the official IOPN right there. So what we got here, and you can click on about, you can like building, if you click on the about section, building the Internet of People. IOPN is an infrastructure layer for a new kind of global coordination, one that is decentralized, sovereign-friendly, and grounded in real utility. It's headquartered in Ras Al Khaimah, United Arab Emirates, and St. Kitts. Oh, you know, if it's in St. Kitts, there's a lot of kiss and don't tell going on there, okay? A lot of secret stuff. Building a globally connected digital framework. Gee, how's it going to be connected? With the XRP ledger and Stellar's ledger as well. IOPN as a company. IOPN is not just a blockchain company. It's an infrastructure layer for a new kind of global coordination, one that is decentralized, sovereign. Okay, read that. They're copying themselves. So they have a real world value, global access. Here's their purpose and mission. What makes IOPN different? It's showing here 10,000 transactions per second. It has finality in a sub-second. It has, for compatibility, Ethereum virtual machine and more. Oh, it's going to have Codius with AI. You have the IOPN core, decentralized ownership, global connectivity, quiet strategic. Now it shows the people that made it. Oh, God, did they really have to look like spacemen? So the people that are in charge of this blockchain, they have these futuristic pictures. There's like 7 people here. It looks like something from Star Trek or something. So here's the guy's names: the chief technology, the chief executive officer, chief operation. Who is their CTO? Okay, here's their CTO, Mohammed Yonas. IOPN, the IOP network is reimagining the digital world by putting people, not platforms, at the center. It offers a new ecosystem where users have true control over their identity, their data, and their digital experiences. Very, very interesting. Let me go to the top. You got something called neo-citizenship. A neo-citizen is someone who holds a neo ID. Oh, kind of like the Matrix. They're trying to put us back in the Matrix. Okay, that makes sense. A neo-citizen is someone who holds a neo ID, a smart, evolving digital ID that proves who you are and what you've achieved and what you're capable of. It's not just a profile or passport. It's your access key to the future of mobility, reputation, and opportunity across borders. This is starting to sound pretty scary. Whether you're seeking staking into the future of IOPN ecosystems or joining a borderless workforce, Neo Citizen is the program that brings it all together. I told all you guys, this whole cryptocurrency thing is going to make everybody a fucking slave. This is what I'm seeing is happening 20 years from now. I'm glad I'll be 75 years old. They'll be like, man, that dude's so fucking old. Who even cares? Welcome to the future. So if you click under real world assets at the top of the page, real world assets, imagine owning a fraction of a premium real estate, luxury vehicles, or rare collectibles through blockchain-powered NFTs that give you real, flexible, and trade ownership. This is very, very interesting. It introduces a groundbreaking approach to asset ownership, combining traditional investment opportunities with blockchain technology. By tokenizing real-world assets, this is very, very cool. We're making previously inaccessible investments available to everyone, creating a new paradigm for wealth creation and asset management. Wow. Where you could like buy portions of hotels and houses and shit. And you don't even have to like live in them. Like, this is so cool. It really is. Okay, let me check the comments on this. Stu Lavelle says, it's a whole new world on a mission to retrieve nut. Okay. I'm sure glad. Secret Squirrel. Let's go. So there's the first page of that. That's their website. Now, when you want to get involved in this, here's the next page. Let me do a copy and a paste. All right. Here's the next page in this. It's Faucet, which is FAUCET dot IOPN for Nancy dot TECH tech. That's faucet.iopn.tech. What is this? This is where you put in your Ethereum address, the hexadecimal address. You put that in, like where you want to receive your crypto from these people. And then you click the request to OPN buttons. Now you have to hook up your MetaMask or your Block Explorer. So what you do is you click on MetaMask and follow the instructions, okay? Or if you have Block Explorer, do that. And it shows you how to do that. Now, once you it's going to send you to your MetaMask, your crypto. Then you can go here and see it on the blockchain. Let's do a copy and a paste. You can see that you've got the, you can see it in your MetaMask, but if you go here, you can actually see it. Right there. On that page, you can connect a wallet right there and hook it up. So there you go. And then on their main page, you'll see how to participate. Look into the comment, because look, if you're going to want to participate in this, then read this read their platform, look at all the stuff that they offer so you know what it is. Please just don't try to like sign up for this just to get tokens, because you're going to get bored and quit. If you know what this is, it's going to better help you understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. So there you go with that. And then they'll have a store link where you go to the store. Here's where the store shit is. I'll just show you. If you just go to the website, you'll see it, but I'll show you. You have to click on everything. I want you to explore this web page, know what you're doing, see what it is, and get involved in this, because this is a massive project that will succeed. It's got too many big names in it to fail. It's not possible. Here it is. IOPN.io/OPN-chain. That is the address, in case you can't see it in the chat. And what you do is you have something called testnet faucet, and then you could click on testnet explorer. So those two things right there, and that'll get you started. Of course, read all the stuff on the top and go in there and buy what they have. Just whatever they got. You can save up your tokens for 2, 3, 4, 5 days or whatever, then go in and spend them. And that's what they want you to do, spend them. You can't keep any of the stuff, so it's all testnet. Got it? It all disappears. Like at 12 o'clock, it all turns into a pumpkin. Just like Snow White or whatever that fucking fairy tale is, all right? Cinderella, that's what it is, Cinderella. Let me click out of those. Okay, let me check some comments here. So I had it send me two cryptos, and my friend, it sent 2 cryptos as well. So just figure out how to use it if you want. It's all good. Yeah, you put it in your Ethereum account. I'm not going to start giving technical how to do this and how that's up to you. If you want to get mixed up in this, go for it. But I'm going to go on. I'm giving you an opportunity. So go ahead, go to the website, see what it has. But I won't be answering technical questions on this. That's just for people that have a little bit more technical savvy and know-how. You guys will know how to use it. The other people that are clueless, you won't be able to figure out how to do it, okay, unless you try really hard. So there you go. Everybody has their own little technical limits, so some people just won't be able to do this. All right. Saudi Arabia. Oh, here we go with Saudi Arabia. Let's see what's going on with Saudi Arabia and Google. I'm showing you. This is all coming together, everybody. Here's the article title, Saudi Arabia's central bank. Oh my God. What are they doing? They're launching Google Pay and announce Alipay. That's a Ripple partner. Both of these are Ripple partners. Alipay, that's from Alibaba. I'm the only one that showed you the Alipay and TenPay. That was back in 2014. China has been Ripple partner ever since, about 2013, 14. The title of this, like, I'm truly shocked. I'm reading this title. Saudi Arabia's central bank is launching Google Pay. Yeah. And Alipay acceptance. This by 2026. That means between now and by whatever date in 2026. Let's keep reading. I'm shocked. I'm telling you, this stuff's starting to happen. The biggest companies are all getting set up with crypto. I don't care what the prices are. It does not. All I care about are the connections that we see. Google Pay has officially launched in Saudi Arabia via the National MADA, that's M-A-D-A, MADA network, enabling secure digital. Google Pay? Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority is called SAMA, S-A-M-A, also announced Alipay, which is Chinese, Alipay Plus acceptance by 2026. Enhancing cross-border payments. These moves align with Vision 2030. You know what that is? In Saudi Arabia and these UAE, United Arab Emirates countries, they want by 2030 for everything to be flip the switch, to be at the latest, like between now and then. That's their goal. 2030, bam, everything's crypto in that country. All right. It is a significant step toward realizing Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 goals. The Saudi Central Bank, which is SAMA, Saudi Arabia Monetary Authority, Ripple partner, by the way, just saying, announced the launch of Google Pay and a new agreement with Ant International, which is Alibaba, which is Alipay, which is Ripple partner since 2014 on the down low that only Crypto Hulk Show can show you. These developments were unveiled September 15th at the Money 2020 Middle East Conference in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Its aim is to bolster the kingdom's fintech infrastructure, accelerate the shift away from cash, and expand global digital payments. Oh my God. Well, that's a good way to start, I'll tell you. They're doing a great job right now. The rollout enabled through the National Bank Payment Network was revealed during, okay, we read that already. Okay, that article is over. Now, we're talking about Google, right? And Crypto Hulk made a statement, oh, Google's a Ripple partner. Oh, that they certainly are. I want to show you the evidence right here. Look at this title of the article. Google-backed payment company Ripple. There you go. In talks with who? NPCI. Now, what is that? This is in Mumbai, India. Here's the title here. Google-backed payment company Ripple. I think we know now that Google Pay and all that shit's Ripple. Just saying, okay? Maybe the article might convince you. Google-backed payment company Ripple is in talks with banks in India and the NPCI, which is National Payments Corporation of India, to facilitate listen to this, account-to-account transfers globally without having to be part of any payment network. What's the date on this article, Crypto Hulk? Oh, only 8 years ago, Ripple hooked up with India and they were sending money all over the world without even having a bank account. 8 years ago. That's not even a big deal. There's two banks involved with this at first. Axis Bank, AXIS, Axis Bank, and Yes Bank. There you have that. The company, Ripple, is able to provide this service through the use of what? Distributed ledger technology. Oh, shit. We are one of the pioneers in the use of the concept of blockchain for payment. But Ripple today has evolved the growth concepts of blockchain. Dilip Rao's talking right here. That's the guy that went to Australia to hook up Aussies like Stu Lavelle. I'm not going to read that article anymore. I think it's pretty clear what we're seeing here in Saudi Arabia with Google. It's Ripple. It's basically Ripple. And look right here. When Ripple first started, Google is right there with Ripple to get them started. Let me show you this page right here. Go to the 19-second mark. 19-second mark. What are we looking at right here, Crypto Hulk? Well, at the top left corner of the page, it says Ripple Labs. It says meet the team. And then look who's right there. Pfizer, Goldman Sachs, Google, look, Microsoft, NASA, the Space Administration. Why would employees of NASA go to work for Ripple with all the satellite shit going on, like with Seals Q and all that shit with Hedera. Oh, look, the New York Fed was working with Ripple. Oh, the NS, and I can't say A, National, and I can't say Security, and I can't say Agency. They were there with Ripple from day one. There's your evidence right there. And let's take a look. Maybe I got time for one last one. Okay, here's this article here. It's dealing with the London Stock Exchange. I want you to see something. The London Stock Exchange is going crypto. They're trying to pretend and not tell you who it is, but we already know. The London Stock Exchange tries blockchain for the first time. Oh my God, they're trying to act like they're a virgin. London Stock Exchange tries blockchain for the first time. This article is September 15, 2025, and they pull it off. They do it. It's done. London Stock Exchange tries blockchain for the first time and pulls it off. Oh, come on. The London Stock Exchange has completed its first blockchain fundraising, showing tokenization can speed up settlements and cut costs, though investors may not feel the benefits until adoption grows. That means we get rich, okay? The London Stock Exchange has officially completed its first blockchain-powered capital raise, marking a turning point for one of the world's oldest financial institutions. A market best known for paper trails and clearinghouses has now turned to tokenized assets, you guys, proving that the blockchain is no longer just a buzzword for crypto traders, but a tool. Are you hearing that? Legacy markets are willing to a tool. Guess what? Bitcoin can't do shit. Okay? You can't tokenize the blockchain. What are we talking about here? We're talking about a first blockchain-powered use for the London Stock Exchange. This is the first time the London Stock Exchange has successfully used distributed ledger technology, oh my God, to handle a real fundraising deal. Instead of relying on traditional processes that can take days to settle, the raise was processed through a blockchain network. They don't want to tell us, but I'm going to show you who I really believe it is, and we all know who it is. But it was done through a blockchain network. Wow. Creating digital tokens that represent the securities being sold. This not only sped things up, but also gave investors a live view. Look, it's all happening right now. For you guys have got friends, and they're going to get totally fucking destroyed. We're seeing right here, the switch has started. You're not rich tomorrow, next week, maybe not 6 months. They're showing you that adoption will create how we get rich, basically, is what happens. For years, listen, they're coming, everybody. The big boys are coming. For years, big financial institutions have talked about blockchain, but they haven't done shit, huh? But few have managed to make it work beyond pilot projects. The London Stock Exchange is now one of the first major market operators to pull it off in a live fundraising deal. By token, look, there's two things we need to be rich. Global crypto regulations. I've been telling you this for 5 years. What's the second thing we need? Global tokenization of everything in the world. That would help. Everything doesn't have to be done, but full tokenization, that's when that's where we're super rich. I don't know how long full tokenization will last, but you need those two things, crypto laws and regulate, which we're working on right now in the United States. It's coming. Make sure you get that Crypto Hulk lawyer. Because if these laws go into effect, you are fucked. I'm just letting you know if you don't have the lawyers hook you up, all right? The London Stock Exchange gave investors the ability to buy and hold digital versions of assets. That's crypto. In a way that mimics crypto trading, but with the legal protections of traditional finance. The process allowed instant updates on ownership, cutting out reconciliation headaches that would usually drag on for days. Now, look, for investors like you and me, for investors, the benefit is not immediate. So you need to calm down and just wait, just like I have been for 5 years. The benefit is not immediate profits. So you just need to buy the shit. Here's what I do. I buy stuff that I think is real world tech, and I just wait. That's what I do. I just wait. It's all you can do, right? Still, this doesn't mean everyone will feel the impact right away. They're telling you, don't hold your breath. It's going to be a little while. We need what? It says here, regulatory approval. There you go. For institutions and all these companies to jump in. Nobody's doing nothing because we're kind of like waiting to see, are we going to have crypto laws? Is somebody going to get in trouble? Da-da-da-da-da. But the London Stock Exchange just did it. Now, I want to show you the world's first stock exchange. And this is right here. Let me show you. I think I know that this is the crypto that they're using right here. Look at this title. The Swiss, look, anything that happens, it always seems to come out of Switzerland. Like when everything gets the okay, Switzerland gets hooked up first or nobody gets hooked up first. Like, look, no one's getting rich until Africa's hooked up, like us and stuff. You got to have Africa hooked up. But the first country to always get the good stuff or hook up is Switzerland, okay? Because that's where all the power comes from. The Swiss Stock Exchange, it's called SIX, S-I-X. It's going to use a cryptocurrency called R3 Corda for blockchain-based trading. Now, this article is it's only 6 years ago. The Swiss government has only been running cryptocurrency on their stock exchange for 6 years. That's not a big deal, is it? Let me show you this. Here's the crypto they're going to use. I'm just letting you know. Here's the article. It's the crypto XDC. Right now at Caleb Brown, it's about 7 or 8 cents. So if you're brand new, hook up with Caleb Brown because this crypto is only 8 cents. A lot of you can't afford XRP at $3. This shit's 8 cents. Remember when XRP was 8 cents? I don't. I only remember it at 15 cents. I wish I remembered XRP at 8 cents. Look what you got right here. TJ Smith's a plume baby. Right here, we got R3 Corda Network set to go DeFi with XDC crypto. Says right there in the article. Now, London Stock Exchange wants to play this fucking game where they say they used a blockchain platform. I think we all know who it is. R3 is the company. Corda is the platform. And XDC is the actual crypto. Now, other cryptos can run on that. Just like on the XRP ledger, you can have other cryptos, right? Okay. So the same thing on the Corda platform. And there you go. So I think that'll wrap it up for this show. Let me click out of these things. Now, according to Grok talks about the Swiss Stock Exchange using R3 Corda, but in the London Stock Exchange, they don't want to talk about that. But what we do know, I got Grok here for some research. Now, who's using R3 Corda? Well, we know the Swiss, CSD Prague, which is the Czech Republic, is using it. And they're using companies like Archax. Now, this is what's interesting. Archax, ARCHAX, is a London-based digital securities exchange that uses Corda. Oh, wait a second now. Archax is a Ripple partner. Let's take a look. Oh, shit. See, that's why they don't want to say they're using a blockchain. Like, come on, man. Why are you always trying to hide stupid-ass shit like this? Here's the article right here. Archax, here's your evidence right here. London is I see London, I see France. So now we know that a lot of these companies, countries are using R3 Corda. Look at this article right here. What does it say? Ripple collaborates with who? Archax. There you go. To bring hundreds of millions of dollars of tokenized real-world assets to the XRP ledger. Archax is that London company. Oh, shit. So London Stock Exchange is not going to use it? This is so BS. You've got the CSD Prague, the Czech Republic is using R3 Corda. The Sixth Digital Exchange is, and they're both using platforms like Archax, which is a London-based digital security. They use Corda. Archax uses Corda. Archax is also mixed up with XRP. They're all working together. So the London Stock Exchange can say, oh, we're not going to say what we're going to use. We already know. We know that the London Stock Exchange has been working with Hyperledger. You know what Hyperledger is? That's Stellar. Stellar's involved in that, okay? So that's XLM. And then Microsoft Azure. The London Stock Exchange is using Hyperledger, which is Stellar, and Azure. And I'd have to look up if Ripple or Stellar is involved with Azure. Whatever it is, it's Ripple, XDC. It's all the three X's, isn't it? They just said right here, the LSEG, London Stock Exchange, built on Hyperledger, Stellar. The Sixth Digital Exchange and these other Czech countries and all that, that's R3. And we know that Archax is mixed up with R3. So Archax, Ripple partner, that's all three cryptos, XLM, XDC, and XRP. That's what London's using. So they can say a crypto company. I don't care. I already know. Okay, that could be for tomorrow. Okay, that's for tomorrow. All right, we're at the 1 hour and 3 minute mark. That's good enough. You can't buy Codius. It's not for sale. It's a platform. It's not a crypto. It's an implementation, actually. It's what they call it. So it's a platform, a code. You can't buy it. It was given, in my guess, it was given to the World Wide Web. They put it inside of a project called Interledger Protocol and gave it to the World Wide Web in 2015. All right, that'll do it for today. I'm done. And I'm going to take a short break and then look up what I can find for tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Not saying I will have a show, but I will try to put together a show for 7 a.m. This show right now is going to the $5 people. So all the $10 people, congrats, but I'm going to send it to the $5 ones next.